Don't you water your driveway every morning? I rode to work with Taylor Swift this morning! I love it when people talk about some kid with an amazing voice that just has sick pipes and talk about them being the next Taylor Swift or the next, whoever major superstar, And I think that's so funny because the talent, the pipes are only a small part of it. You have to be able to do something interesting with those pipes. And in the case of like a Bob Dylan, it's like you don't even need the pipes. You just have to be interesting. And so the idea that someone could come along just because they have great talent, that they're going to be great, it just doesn't add up. The reason someone like Taylor Swift is not because she has talent. It's because she's Taylor Swift. The talent was the ticket to get in the door, but you don't get to stay there if you're not interesting or remarkable or do something that people want to know more about. Anyway, I've got to go make waffles for my people. On the second Wednesday of every month, I grab a box of waffle mix and I make waffles for the crew at Dateline. And I don't exactly remember when we started it, but it just seemed like a fun way to say thank you and to show a little bit of appreciation. And it's always a good reminder to me of how the little kind of simple, not very extravagant things sometimes are the most meaningful. And so we often look for complicated ways to say thank you, and sometimes it is just pretty simple. Waffle Wednesday is in the books, so now it is time to prep for a Skype interview I'm doing with the wonderful Angela Myers and get my Powered by Humanity essay for this week posted before I go to a branding meeting at the hospital for a project over there. So, full day. My interview had to get pushed probably till Friday, but I got Powered by Humanity posted, and now me and Taylor are headed to the hospital. Taylor Swift. I just finished my branding meeting here at the hospital, and I'm headed home to see Maddie and Nicole, and it is hot today. It's like 86 degrees here in Fairbanks, and that may not seem like a big deal to people, but most of us don't have air conditioning up here because it's not 86 degrees that many days of the year. So it is beautiful, but man, is it hot. This is not good at all. So after kind of riffing on Taylor Swift this morning, having that branding meeting this afternoon was really interesting because you're talking through with an organization what they want to be known for. What are the things that they want to be recognized for, and to the promises they want to make as an organization. But just like talent isn't enough to make you a superstar or the next Taylor Swift, promises aren't enough either. And so ultimately, your branding is only as good as your ability to deliver on those promises. And your talent is only as good as your ability to be remarkable in some way. So instead of worrying about promises and worrying about talent, what if we just worried about action and worried about the contribution that we have the opportunity to make and let the rest of it sort itself out? Maybe it's the heat talking, but that seems like a good way to go.